Hi, this is Betty again. I'd like to share with you tonight some things that are going to be important for the future in the world, for the mothers, the grandmothers, which already should know some of these things, and great grandmothers. In my case, I'm a great grandmother and have been through a lot during my life, and I learned these things early on. We lived in a foreign country for a period of time when I was 12 years old, so it really it was a really big impact on my life at that time. Anyhow, I gave these messages to my children today and grandchildren, and I'm going to share them with you, and then some of the things that I told them to make sure that they had. I said, okay, we all know the world is a little crazy right now. The following list of supplies are necessary for home cooking. Now, they know I cook out here in the country. Everything is homemade. Oh my goodness, Thanksgiving and Christmas is homemade cookies, homemade candy, homemade everything. They know that that's just the way I am. I've also learned how to water bath things that requires that. Certain vegetables you can't do that. You have to use a pressure cooker, which I intend to get one. Some of you might already have these, but if not, then get them, which means the list I'll be giving you, if you don't have them, get them safely when you can, because you can be able to make a lot of things by scratch that's going to help you get through this time. I do not know what to expect next or how long this will last. Anyway, and I pick at them about calling them yahoos. I said, anyway, you yahoos could learn something. I'm making homemade pancakes right now, and I'll text you back later. So we went ahead and ate our pancakes, the ones that was here in the house today. And I've been making that recipe from scratch for years now. I don't even remember when I bought any pancake mix, and probably the only reason that I did was because I had ran out of the flour and stuff. It's now the next one was, if you have rice, flour, grits, oatmeal, and products that have these ingredients in packages, put in the ice box or the freezer. Weevils grow in these products over a period of time. Protect what you have. Then these are necessary products to have in your household. I started out with telling them all-purpose flour, self-rising flour, sugar, rice, grits, oatmeal, baking powder, baking soda, salt, iodized and non-iodized salt. I gave both of my boys recipe books from scratch here back in 2013, and I'm really glad that I did. I'm going to probably try to make another book with those particular recipes and some new ones that I feel they could really use. Some of them are making tortillas by scratch. They know that I love to take even the flour tortillas in the store and the corn tortillas and make potato chips, and not potato chips, but flour tortillas, and then make the corn tortillas from scratch. They love those. Also, they love the salsa that I make. I mean, they don't eat salsa because they don't like the big chunks, so I put them in a food processor, and everything that you would use for your salsa is blown up into oblivia, I suppose, and as they call it, and they will eat it, and they love it. So that would be put in jars and water bathed. If you go to southernladyartist.com and go to the inspirational articles, I have it under, I believe it is storing vegetables. Also, I have one recipe on there. It says Grandma Betty's recipes. I've only put up one. I think now, since we're going through what we are, I'm going to try to make myself get on this computer and put as much of those kind of things right now out there for you all. We're in Louisiana. The area we're in right now is safe at this point. We haven't had any breakouts as far as we know with this virus. Of course, we've got a lot of pollen. We have got beautiful flowers, trees that are beautiful with a lot of, flowers on them and stuff, getting ready for the other season, which would be the summer, and going into where, some of the fruits and stuff like that you'll be getting. Anyhow, y'all are out there. I know you're afraid. I can't sit here and tell you I'm not, because I'm very cautious and afraid, I think, because I am of the older generation, and I just don't want to lose anyone in my family. When you're a mother, you're a grandmother, and you're a great-grandmother, and you've helped with all of these, then it makes it really difficult to think that I might, even though I have some health issues, and my husband does too, that something might happen to one of mine that I would have to end up burying, and I don't want to do that. I really don't. I don't want to see anybody have to go through that. But you shouldn't have to bury your children. At this point, I'm just keeping them encouraged to just do and stay indoors. If you don't have to work, your job is where you have to, that's fine. If you don't, you'll stay home mom, then stay home. And just be safe. That's all I can tell y'all right now. Is be safe and try to eat what you can cook, homemade type things, and peanut butter and crackers. Being I'm a diabetic, yes, and I've also been hypoglycemic, which is low blood sugar before I went into diabetes, and peanut butter was my best friend because it lasts out a lot more hours than some of the other foods that you will get a hold of and eat, because they'll run your sugar up and then they'll drop you out. Try to stick to water. If you can't get the bottled water, then boil your water 10 minutes, rolling boiling. If you want to boil it a few more minutes past that, do. Let it cool off, and then put in, glass containers, or just your plastic containers, whatever. Put it in the ice box and have your water for your family. It tastes very good. If you also, an ingredient to get would be non-fat dry milk. This way you can go ahead and be able to use your milk and have that source of milk if you're not able to get the other. Another source would be your canned milk. Going back to the non-fat dry milk, you actually can cook with that anything that you're going to cook. Cake mixes, whatever, pancakes and all of that. This morning, the pancakes that I made, I put the powdered milk, because I thought, wait a minute, I don't need to use what milk I've got in the ice box at this point. So anyhow, I hope that I can get some things up on my website so that you can be going there for to look and see what'll be useful to you. One other thing, if you do get any kind of vegetables and that kind of sort of things that you're gonna eat, put up, or whatever in the upcoming months, make sure that you thoroughly wash it and use a few drops of maybe like your dishwashing detergent, and put a few drops in there and clean them real good with that before you cut up those vegetables and put them in the freezer. It's extremely important by putting and cleaning up those things, those vegetables and places that are coming from other countries into the country and everything else. It's probably going to be a while before some of the products that are here are gone. But to be safe, whether you're getting it from a market that someone's brought it in there, this is just something you need to do with this cleaning process. When we were in a foreign country, this is what Mother did. She was very, very careful to make sure we didn't get any kind of diseases, parasites, dysentery, or anything like that. So that's very important too. You know, this is a virus that'll pass. But from now on, or we hope it will quickly, from now on, make sure that you protect yourself and your family by doing that. I hope this has helped you tonight by listening to this. And just be safe is all I can say. And my prayers are with you. Thank you.